The Gulu meeting between the European diplomats and the national coordinator of Operation Wealth Creation, General Akena, best known by his nominee General Salim Saleh, was a courtesy call on him. The delegation was in the Acholi sub-region to assess the impact of the programs being implemented to empower the communities with assistance from the European countries, which led to the meeting with Saleh. They, at the meeting, brought to the attention of Saleh, a perpetual presidential advisor on military affairs, their fears about the threats issued to them on the ex-handle of the Chief of the Defense Forces, Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Their fears stem from a warning issued on ex-handle on 15th May 2025 at 11 in the morning that this is an abomination. European Union in Uganda is really playing with fire. 4 hours after the previous post, another note issued on the ex-handle stated that we have marked all of them, especially the one shaking Kabobi's hand, meaning the president of the National Unity Platform, Robert Kyagulanyi. This was in response to a post by one Ahmed Kaira, who demanded that this Bazungu need to be taken to your basement and get a 3-day Lunyankole lecture. Kainerugaba's threats followed what the delegation stated was regular dialogue with political parties in Uganda. Saleh, in response, laughed off the threats, appearing to blame it on the behavior of the educated younger generation in the army that was never part of the old crop of the National Resistance Army.
CDF, you know, that guy is a funny man. Because he's the only CDF who didn't come from Uganda Army, UNRA, NRA. So for him, he's a product of UPDF proper. UPDF was created after 95. So those guys are crazy, they have got their own. Because they are educated, they are very well trained. So I don't know what he's... but he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. What did he say?
Saleh also dismissed that anything like the threats could happen.
No. I don't think. He's a new type of he's almost a Gen Z, I think. All of them are like that. So, that one we have already tried. He even attacked the Human Rights Commission. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, but it's not a big issue really.
President Museveni's brother committed that his nephew would be engaged in the matter.
Because now almost the entire command, the entire top command is full of degrees, masters, PhDs. So I think they have some problems in their head, I think. So, but that one we shall manage for you. We shall appeal to him to, I don't know what he would be aiming at. But
some of the posts on X platform of Muhoozi Kainerugaba have come to pass. He was the first to divulge the recent redeployment of the UPDF to South Sudan, which the Minister for Defense failed to confirm when Parliament saw the information at the time. In late April, following the abduction of Edward Sebufu, alias Eddie Mutwe, the personal bodyguard to Kyagulanyi, Muhoozi posted on X 5 days later a portrait of shirtless Sebufu indicating that he was learning Lunyankole in his basement. On 5th May 2025, a frail Sebufu, who appeared unable to walk by himself and was only supported by security operatives to the courtroom, was charged with aggravated robbery and remanded to prison by the Masaka Chief Magistrate Abdallah Kaiza. Journalists were stopped by the security forces from getting closer to Sebufu, whom they shielded from the public view. Sebufu finally managed to narrate his ordeal in captivity upon his being returned to court after a fortnight in remand. Now, UPC President and the MP leader City East Division, Jimmy Akena, has pointed at the deliberations as a reflection that only the President can rein in.
General Saleh avoided the actual issue. It is the Commander-in-Chief who must take responsibility and rein in on this particular issue. So at this moment, you cannot separate the office of the individual from the office. And that is why you must be careful when you hold high office, what you say, where you say, and how you do it.
Attempts by a section of MPs to have Muhoozi summoned to speak to the ongoings have never succeeded. Instead, he in the past responded by stating that he would never appear before what he called the parliamentary clones. Jackson Onyango, NTV.